Great guys, welcome back. So we have accelerated our way to the final of the Fairway Wood bracket.
For a couple of reasons.
Couple of reasons, but we were unable to get our hands on the PXG3 wood, so we couldn't have our quarter final with the Mizuno.
Yep.
So that left us with the Mizuno, the Taylormade, and the Tour Edge. And it's actually one of our subscribers had mentioned in one of the comments, he's like, why not just make a final?
I know.
I thought that was a great idea.
I think it's a little bit of fun. We have 3 in the final, couple wild cards probably.
Couple of wild
Sim's
cards.
Obviously the favorite, let's not lie, but
yeah.
There's 2 wild cards instead of just 1.
Sim has been great, Tour Edge was very good, and Mizuno we just don't
we never even hit it.
That's the one I'm excited to be honest, to see, because we just don't know. It looks good and it has all the hallmarks of a fairway wood that would work very well for you.
Haven't made a swing with it since Chris Vachal was here.
That's right.
So yeah, and it was good then. So
it was good then, but it didn't have a shaft that really would work that well for you. It was an early sample that had their stock 65 grams stiff.
Yeah, it must have been, right?
Yeah, it wasn't anything like that. So I think this will be fun.
I don't know exactly what's going to happen with this guy, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, it will be for sure.
Same deal. We're going to do 5-5-5.
We're going to do the same deal. We're going to hit so this time we're going to hit 30 shots rather than our usual staple of 20.
Right.
Same criteria. So we're going to look at all 5. So launch and spin, ball speed, dispersion, standard deviation, and proximity.
That's right.
Be our top 5. So let the winner be the winner.
Okay, Mizuno first.
Okay. That's nice. Difference there, you just turned out a fraction. Lost a little bit of that spin.
Spin might have been from face angle on the first one.
Yeah.
It was still a good shot, but
yeah. Probably mid-3s on that one. It would be, 38, so it's definitely spinning the high side. You never get that with 3-wood.
No. We had this conversation with Vachal, and he said, there's too many low spin 3-woods. What do you do for the people that don't need a low spin 3-wood? There's not enough options. I remember having that conversation about this. I think they intended it to be mid-spin, not low. Plus, there's a TS version in. That's right. In right hand, right?
I was going to say, but not for left.
Not for me, but. That's good too. Might come alive a little bit off the tee too, eh? Like if you could drop the spin. That was nice. The strike felt a little higher.
Okay.
So
just knuckled the spin more?
Just a bit, yeah. That's good. I like. It's going to struggle on distance, but I think it's going to be good for dispersion. Pretty good. A little low on the face.
Flight, yeah.
Yeah. Good result though. Better hit. Good.
Nice.
They feel pretty similar actually, these 2 3-woods. Good. Those are going to be competitive, those 2.
Good boy.
It's nice.
Beauty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's like a really good shot there. A whole different gear, this thing.
It's totally different.
Alrighty, well, I mean, Sim has a handy lead going into the off the tee round.
The wild cards need a little boost.
Had a little bit of a heads up in ball speed.
Yep.
Launch was kind of as we expected. It was flying really, really nicely. Ball speed was great. To be honest, we could probably look at the results from previous tests, and it's looking right the same as what it did then as well.
Yeah, it can't be far off.
And really not far off.
No.
Spin was about 1,000 less than the other two, and ball speed was up about 3-4 miles an hour. So it has a handy lead right now.
That's a nice flight.
Even as a draw, the thing's going to spin at probably 37, 3,800.
Yeah, it's going to have a hard time reaching the green.
I mean, there's a real place for a fairway wood though that does this. In an age where everything is going lower, faster, lower spin,
yes,
then you often need another trick up your sleeve when somebody, you know, is leaning the shaft or knuckling it too much. This looks like a great option for that.
Especially because you've gone to the fairway wood to begin with for the player that needs more launch and spin. And then a lot of fairway woods are low spin, so then you're not really helping them.
Something else, this thing. Probably one more.
Yeah, let me do one more. I mean, honestly, it hit it solid.
I know, it didn't look like a bad one. It's good.
Yep. It's like we said last time though, like the spin doesn't really come down off the tee.
That's nice.
It's fast, it just...
Spinny.
It just can't, it just doesn't manage the spin. That's a good one.
Really good. That is a beauty.
That's good. Wasn't the fastest, but it was.
That's just that different gear there, isn't it? Sneaking out to 290. It's nice.
It's good.
Okay guys, so that is the finale. Probably not a great surprise. The only surprise was how large the margin was of victory.
Yeah, I kind of thought ST200 would wake up a bit off the tee. But that being said,
spin to it.
It serves a purpose. It just, under this circumstance, it just can't do the long tee ball that the sim can do. So it wasn't gonna keep up. No,
I mean you can see how close it was between Exotics and Mizuno.
Yeah, pretty similar, no?
Very, very similar.
Yeah.
Tourids tended to launch a little bit lower, but in terms of the end result, not really much in it at all. But sim just had a different gear to it.
So standard deviation on the other two were actually pretty good.
Yeah, they were both really tight on standard deviation. But when I think we look at the height, the 110 that we were looking for, Taylormade came out at 108.
It's hard to beat that.
Hard to beat that. Ball speed, obviously, Taylormade won by about 1.5 over the Mizuno. Launch and spin were best with the sim, and proximity was by quite a distance with the Taylormade.
Pretty good.
Winner, winner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Well, we kind of thought last week the semi-final between Sim and Maverick was going to be the unofficial final, and it very much turned out to be that way.
Yeah,
right.
I agree with that.
I mean, Maverick, if it had went up in the final against either of these ones, would have won handsomely as well.
Definitely, yeah. There's just nothing that seems to be able to launch a ball with good height off the deck and still retain a good spin rate. Definitely. Except this and Maverick Sub-Zero close second. Well,
hopefully, you know, Taylormade can look at this and be sort of, you know, can validate the investment that they've put into this. There's a lot went into this. I remember when we sat at Carlsbad and they talked about the Zatec face, the first time they were ever able to use that material for the face.
Yeah.
A little bit stronger, a little bit hotter, back to the V-steel technology, 80 grams low in the head. All those things talked about speed, launch, spin, all of that kind of packaged up. This is why we have that as the winner today. And
I think they've gotten a lot of flack for the price.
Yeah.
You know, it is the most expensive fairway wood, I think, from a major company this year.
It is.
But the reality is, performance-wise, it has justified it.
Yeah.
You know, it's $100 more than most of the fairway woods, but it's a good, you know, percentage better in most categories.
Well, I mean, you look how quick that one is and how long it is. You put the 14-degree rocket in someone's hands who maybe spins up fairway wood a little bit and turns it over. I mean, that thing's just going to go for days.
So true. Yeah, and that's, I think, why you see so many tour guys seem to be in that rocket. Yeah. Has Tiger got the rocket now?
I don't think so. I think he's got the 15.
But he's 15. A bit different in that sense. But
yeah, no, he is for sure. He's not really looking for that kind of low spinner. He's always trying to kind of play with a little excess spin and take it off with the delivery, just turn it over if he needs to bring the spin down.
Distance control. Very nice. Okay.
Okay, bracket is done for 2020. So hopefully you guys learned a little bit about the attributes of each head on our journey. I think you know there was lots and lots of good performers, but there can only be one winner, and I think we got the right one.
Yeah, and ultimately picking the winner is a bit of fun.
Yeah.
It makes it entertaining for us, but along the way, I think we pretty much saw which fairway woods are good for high spin players.
Yeah.
Guys that can't quite get the ball in the air as easily. Something like Mizuno or Tour Edge are great fairways if you need a little help elevating the ball. So a bit of a learning process, but yeah, the picking the winners just for fun.
Absolutely. And hopefully further down the line, we'll get our hands on that PXG and maybe, maybe do an independent review of that one for those of you, because I know there was plenty of people who wanted to see it, so maybe we can sort of circle back and do that at some point down the line.
Later on.
Okay. Guys, thanks for watching, thanks for staying with us in the series. We obviously have our big giveaway still going on. You'll see over my shoulder, we're not there yet. 95,000, probably 96 by the end of today. We're trying to get to that 100K so we can then get the competition fully started, where we can announce our winners or contestants, as it will be. Obviously a great prize, so make sure, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe, share it with friends. It's a hell of a prize. You got to be in it to win it. We'll see you again soon.